What's up, dude?
How's it going?
Oh, it's going. It's
Yeah,
going. How are you?
pretty good. Just hanging in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're with Tulsa, but you also do like a few other things, right?
Yeah, I freelance for the Tulsa Voice and other publications, but my steadier thing is working with Root Tulsa. And
Okay.
so they're building out that website, and we actually just launched a website that gathers virtual events and things like that as a sort of temporary fix for this issue, you know.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know Jess?
Hi.
Yes, we've met a few times. Yeah,
Our dogs are here, so they might be making some features.
that's fine. I talked to Jeff Martin last week, and his dog was on his lap the whole time. So
That's awesome. Dude, I love that you interviewed him. I'm a big fan.
he does so much for Tulsa.
He's raising the bar significantly. I love what he's up to.
Have you guys done any events together?
Yeah, we're actually supposed to have like a lit fest event here, which I'm really bummed about because I love that whole event. It was going to be cool that we were going to be a part of it, but COVID made its way.
When did you guys realize that you had to adapt your business for this crisis? When did it become apparent that things would have to change?
And it was the Monday. So I guess, what day was that?
I feel like it's pretty soon after it all started happening.
I mean, luckily for us, we kind of have friends in the industry all over the country. And so we heard, all of these government shutdowns going on before it got to us.
Mm-hmm.
And so we actually spent the weekend before, I want to say it was a Tuesday or Wednesday, when Bynum actually kind of made an order and officially talked about it. And we actually closed our tap room the Monday before that to any sort of normal functionality and went straight to curbside. But that weekend before, we spent basically the entire time planning how we were going to function and what it was going to look like. I want to say that was 3 weeks ago.
I feel like a brewery or a tap room is somewhere where people gather and come together. It's a real social environment. So how has this affected business? What has it been like just essentially becoming like, a direct-to-consumer operation?
Jess, you want to weigh in first?
It's been really, really difficult and really sad not having people in the tap room, but obviously health and safety of our clientele is important, and our employees. We were doing delivery. We were still doing curbside crowler sales, but we decided to ix the delivery because we feel like we're kind of part of the problem and don't want to endanger our employees or spread germs to other people. So
Yeah, I think that's really responsible to just do the pickup.
yeah.
And tell me about the window, because that's kind of
Well, we were doing the window. We have little rollout windows, and it was really fun for like the first 2 weeks we did it, and then we decided just to do no contact at all. So paying over the phone, ordering over the phone, and then we just set out the order outside the front door for people. But the window was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. And what has the response been like? Has it been really busy? Have lots of people been ordering beer? Or?
I feel like it was super busy in the beginning, but we've limited our hours even more now, just because it kind of doesn't make sense to be open for 6 hours if maybe 10 people order. But people have definitely been very, very supportive, and a ton of people have donated to our GoFundMe that's going to our employees. I feel a lot of love from everybody in Tulsa for sure.
Yeah. Everything in that area is pretty much shut down. I mean, Circle Cinema's shut down. You guys are shut down. Nothing's open down there.
It's weird.
Yeah. I read online that you guys had a collaboration with a food truck that comes up there, and you guys were selling a beer and a meal with that.
Yeah, so kind of a response that we had for when we were trying to figure out what we were going to do to help employees out is we didn't want to just have this blank GoFundMe where you just hope people give you money and then you divvy it up. So we thought what would be fun is to have a limited beer that only the people that donate to this thing get, with a limited label, and then utilizing this food truck called Killer Whale. We're good friends with Oliver, and he's up here every Saturday. So the idea was you had this kind of really special dinner where he prepared kind of the best of all of his worlds of barbecue, and you had this really limited beer. And when we can all get back together, it's kind of the meaning of all that. Our dogs are nuts right now. You can't see it, but it's intense. But yeah, that's kind of, we wanted to do something a little different than just pour into this fund, please. And we thought that that was a representation of kind of who we are in general and what our brand feels like. And wanted to create an opportunity for people to give to our employees. I mean, our employees here, you know, are major dynamic of Heirloom, and people that come in here, you know, come in here for, you know, the feel of the tap room, and half of that is the employees and the experience you get with them. So we wanted to make sure that people could help out with that and continue that, but also do it in a unique way.
Yeah, and how has this impacted the industry in a bigger sense, you know, not just your business specifically, because I know that there's sometimes kind of a stigma about drinking at home, but now everybody's drinking at home. You know, online sales have like shot through the roof. It's just, it's kind of changed the dynamic. And do you think some of that will stick around, like following this?
No, I actually think people, I think as soon as, you know, everything slows down on the virus side of things and, you know, businesses open back up, I think people are going to be craving that community, and really desiring to get back to some sense of normalcy as fast as possible. I mean, I think people are feeling, you know, like their humanity's been stolen through this thing because, you know, even if you're an introspective personality, you're starting to even recognize, oh man, I miss the ability to get together with those 3 to 5 people that, you know, or I miss the freedom to go to these local businesses that I just kind of taken for granted.
Yeah. And what do you guys miss most of all around Tulsa or out in the world?
And
what do you wish you could do?
I really wish I could go to either Whittier or Sound Pony and drink a beer on the patio with my friends.
I miss going to vintage wine bar after a brew day and just a long day, getting Japanese fried chicken and a glass of wine. I miss going to Magic City a lot. It turns out for me, bookstores, half of it is being in the bookstore itself and wandering the shelves. And as cool as it is that everybody, it's crazy to me how fast everybody adapted to being able to buy online. But I do not enjoy online shopping at all.
Yeah, it's a crazy transition, and it's even worse with how beautiful it is outside. You know, I just want to be outside doing things with people or at a park or something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I guess my last question would be, what do you guys have planned for the future? Any other things you're rolling out, or any other brews you're releasing, or are you kind of holding off until this is passed?
So we have 2 beers, and probably the 2 beers I'm most excited about, period, that we'll be releasing in the next month. And so it'll be like curbside release, which is really odd, but we're going to do that anyway. But those beers are called Light Magic and Plague Doctor. and those will be released in the next month. I'm trying to think. We actually just released a saison. Last Friday was saison day. It's called Universal Veil. It's brewed with 50 pounds of lion's mane mushrooms. So it's a pretty unique offering for sure. But yeah, we're going to still, try to do things because I think people just really want a unique experience because they're feeling like they're not having any experiences right now. And so this idea that you can buy this thing for $10, $12 and then go home and feel like you're doing something, I think is important.
Woo! I agree with you.
But yeah, so those beers will come out in the next month.
Okay, awesome. Well, thanks for talking to me. You guys stay safe.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, man, you too. Thank you so much.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.